Hey guys, Happy New Year! Everyone keeps asking the same question in the comments on Discord. Is Bitcoin broken? What is happening? Did the 4-year cycle die? Why is Bitcoin stuck between 80k and 90k? And I want to tell you that Bitcoin is not broken. It will recover sooner than you think. The cycle might be, yes, the cycle might be broken, and I'll tell you why shortly. But the smart money is already positioning, while retail investors are bored, running away, they're frustrated, confused. Bitcoin whales are making the largest accumulation in history right now. And I'll show you one chart which will demonstrate this to you and convince you to make the same move. So first of all, I'll tell you why the 4-year cycle is broken. For over a decade now, Bitcoin followed a very clean rhythm that everyone is aware of. A 4-year cycle driven by the halving, 3 strong years and 1 brutal red year. And we'll look at the history. In 2014, we have minus 58% drop. In 2018, minus 74% drop. In 2022, minus 65%. Every cycle ended with a painful reset. And that red year cleared leverage, wiped out weak hands, and set up the next bull run. And because this pattern repeated again and again, people started treating it like a law of nature, like law in crypto. We have to see this every single time. But the market don't reward certainty forever. And this is the nature of the markets and the way that they evolve. And 2025 is very different. It's not what we've seen in the past. Bitcoin right now is closing the year red, not the way people expected. Instead of a blow-off top followed by a massive crash, we are seeing sideways price action, high volatility, no clear direction. So the 4-year cycle is not dead, but it's evolving because Bitcoin is no longer a retail-only driven market, and crypto is not only driven by retail investors nowadays, and the price of Bitcoin as well. We have institutions, we have big players, we have banks, we have companies, we have governments in the game. And while people who believe in the 4-year cycle and retail investors panicking and running away, whales holding between 1,000 and 10,000 Bitcoin have been accumulating at one of the strongest rates in history over the last 30 days. For the past month, we've seen one of the biggest accumulations in history. This isn't small buyers, this isn't influencers like me, like some other YouTubers you might watch. This is serious capital. And this type of accumulation happens when fear is at its maximum and the market feels boring. This is when retail investors lose their patience, when narratives fall apart, when people stop paying attention at crypto. That's when smart money builds their positions. The price hasn't reacted yet, and that's normal. Whales don't chase green candles, they buy before the next move, which is coming up very soon. And even the Fed injected millions of dollars on the last day of 2025. If you've not heard about it, I can tell you. Liquidity is coming our way in 2026, and that's why whales are positioning right now. And this only tells us that Bitcoin isn't following a clean textbook cycle anymore, because today we have ETFs, we have institutions, we have accumulation at bigger level. We have macro liquidity cycles, we have central banks injecting and removing capital. Bitcoin is now plugged into the global financial system. This means that the cycles stretch, drawdowns soften, and timing becomes harder. The old up only then crash model no longer fits perfectly, and as people think and expect. And that's why so many people feel lost right now, because it's not as it was in the past. We are seeing different patterns. And while people argue about whether the bull run market is over, whether Bitcoin topped, whether the cycle is broken, whales are quietly accumulating, and we can see that on chain. So keep that in mind, and if you have the chance to buy right now, you should, because we see now commodities like gold and silver reaching all-time highs. We'll see a correction, and this capital will move into Bitcoin and crypto. And we'll start seeing that, and it will pan out quicker than you even think and realize. And again, a lot of retail investors will be coming back and buying at high prices. Not when it is quiet and when it is boring. But the right move is to buy now, when there is uncertainty, when there is fear. And if you want to see how I'm positioning myself, what I'm buying, what I'm selling, feel free to join Discord. It's available there. You can see all the alerts, news, educational content, market indicators, market sentiment. That will help you navigate through the markets. So that's for me today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.